Hello from Southern Ontario, September 2nd here in Canada. A little cool this afternoon. Anyways, to the police in Canada, I address you, the men and women in blue, if you will. You guys got to wake up politically. I've talked to a lot of police officers, well, more than your average bear maybe. The truck yard I live in, theft's an issue. And I'm not shy about going up and asking them if I see them on the street either. Do you watch politics in Canada? I've yet to see a police officer, municipal, provincial, or I haven't bumped into an RCMP officer. So yeah, they pay any mind to politics. They don't. You need to. PoliceOnGuard.ca. If you know anyone who's a police officer, please send them this video or that link. PoliceOnGuard.ca. They're police officers and retired police officers who are politically aware of what's going on in Canada. I'll go back to the Freedom Convoy, the truckers' protest in Ottawa. A lot of the police there didn't have the best interests of the people at heart. Once the Emergencies Act was enacted illegally, they weren't backing up the law anymore. They certainly weren't backing up their fellow man, their citizens. And I remind you, to the officers of the law, who I have a deep respect for, the occupation and the men and women who put their lives on the line, increasingly so with Trudeau's catch and release policies, removing minimum mandatories for offenses with these items that I can't even name, I can't say because of censorship in Canada, which is another thing the police officers should be aware of. Censorship in Canada. Bill C-11 intended to, not law, intended to destroy. Sorry, I'll let that rumble by. Intended to destroy freedom, independent media. C-18 designed to destroy free speech. And the Order in Council, Bill C-21. Yeah, those things. Do you think they're going to let you keep yours? I'm addressing again the officers of the law. Maybe for a little while. But then, no, the only one you'll be able to possess will be the one when you're on duty. And you don't get to take it home with you. They're not going to let you keep yours any more than any other legal citizen. Bear in mind, ultimately, that's all you are. Just because you wear a badge, you're still a citizen. You have a duty above and beyond your oath and that of your job. You have a duty to your fellow man, to your children and your grandchildren, to recognize what's going on in this country. Again, I hearken back to those days in Ottawa. A lot of those police officers were thugs. Yes, they were. Who were riding those horses? Those were Canadian police officers. Those weren't UN troops. There was a lot of thuggery going on. A lot of you officers of the law, remember that one guy who bragged just recently when he was, well, borderline illegally, if not illegally, detaining that woman, bragging, yeah, I bought a pool from the money I got paid in Ottawa. Quadruple overtime. Room and board. Yeah. There's a lot of police officers not serving the law and not serving anything morally in Ottawa. And as things escalate in this country with the tyranny of the regime of Trudeau, these are your children and your grandchildren's rights and freedoms. You've got to pick a side, and you got to start by being aware of what's going on politically. So, I suggest that you check out PoliceOnGuard.ca, see what your fellow and former fellow officers have to say. Please, for the sake of all of us, remember the brown shirts in Germany? They thought they had it made at first, but then they found out they were just like everybody else. And so are you people. Well, I'll leave the video here.